Ships on Modern Marvels. Different ships have different purposes. Container ships may specialize in transporting dry or refrigerated cargo, and tankers deliver fuel. But this multitasking ship does both. For the Navy, that's the role of the Carl Bashear.
This is USNS Carl Bashear, named after the first black master diver in the Navy, also the first amputee ever to be reinstated into active duty. We're brand new, just fresh out of the box.
The U.S. Navy's Military Sealift Command, or MSC, launched the Carl Bashear in September 2008. The ship is captained and crewed by 124 civilian mariners, with an 11-person military department for additional support.
The Navy has turned over all of their logistics seagoing assets to Military Sealift Command. So we provide them with all of the ordnance, fuel, and food that they require to do their job.
The ship is also part of MSC's TAKE fleet, their newest, most advanced replenishment ships.
TAKEs in general can supply just about any ship out there, whether it's the U.S. Navy, from an aircraft carrier to a frigate to a submarine or to a foreign military vessel. Whatever the mission is, MSC will do the best to resupply their needs.
Hauling fuel and supplies is one thing, but where the Carl Bashear excels is transferring it to another ship.
Basically, if everything goes as planned, we shoot to have the operation work almost like a symphony.
Underway replenishment, or UNREP, involves moving cargo ship to ship while both are keeping a distance of about 200 feet and a constant speed of around 15 miles per hour.
The first means to start the underway replenishment is by shooting the shot line. The shot line here is basically what gets the whole process started. This projectile, to get set up, is going to go into the end of this modified M14, and the shot line will go in the holder here. On the captain's word, we will blow the whistle one time. When they're ready, they'll blow it twice, and we will fire the projectile over onto their deck.
The crew ties the shot line to a heavy braided messenger line attached to a high-tension wire.
The whole rig is dependent on the wire. They'll pull the wire across, and when they give us the word, we'll take a certain amount of tension, usually 11,000 pounds of tension on it. That makes everything nice and strong.
That's strong enough to handle about 8,500 pounds of cargo or fuel at a time. For smaller loads of cargo, the ship can also use an onboard helicopter. This seagoing giant has 887,000 cubic feet of dry cargo space. That's equivalent to a football field almost 2 stories high. That means the Carl Bashear's 25 forklifts can handle over 2,500 pallets worth of food, supplies, and ammunition on each trip.
The ordnance that we carry, it's a lot of missiles, it's a lot of bombs, small arms, anything that goes boom in a conventional way, we'll carry.
Carl Bashear also transports 1 million gallons worth of cargo fuel.
It's a 70-30 split. 70% of it's DFM, 30% of it's JP5. DFM was the fuel that we replenish the Navy vessels with that run their propulsion for their engines. JP5 is usually the jet fuel that is used for aircraft, whether it's fixed wing or helicopters.
The ship can pump JP5 at a rate of 2,500 gallons a minute and DFM at 3,000 gallons a minute. If a ship needs more DFM, a TAKE ship can transfer some from its own fuel supply of 1 million gallons. It may transfer cargo impressively, but it's how the Carl Bashear is maneuvered that ups its supership standing.
This bridge is designed to be operated by a single person. We don't operate it like that yet, but it is designed to do so. We can plot a track from here to wherever we're going to go, and then once we get clear of the channel, turn the computer on and have it steer, and it'll make the course changes.
It's just everything for me to calm the ship during my watch is right here. And that's very different from any other ship that I've been on before.
We could do everything we wanted right here through these consoles.
There are 4 similar consoles located throughout the ship.
I've got one of these in my stateroom and office, so I can look at all the same screens that they can look at.
The engine room is super automated as well.
Right now, we're in the EOS, which stands for Engineering Operating Station, and we're controlling the engine room. Right now, number 2 main diesel generator is online, and if we still wanted to start another one, we just press the button and go.
With MSC, we go with the Navy, so if there's a conflict, we are there. We supply the Navy guys no matter where they are.
The Carl Bashear may be super sophisticated on the inside, but at least it looks like a traditional vessel on the outside.